out. Maybe you suddenly felt tired, dizzy, bored, or hungry. Discuss moments where this has happened to you and what happened, whether you overcame the temptation to quit or decide to finish. Did we start recording?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to answer it first, or do you want to answer it?
So I'll answer it first. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's those like discuss moments when this happened. I feel like a lot of times I get frustrated easily with like if certain material that I'm reading for a class is like hard. Then I feel like sometimes I want to give up fast, and sometimes I do. I'm just like, mind block. I don't want to do this. I feel like I can't do it, and like usually like I'll go back to it and keep going, but it's just hard, and I think that I'm guilty sometimes of just like giving up really quickly. In my mind, like I may still be doing it, but like trying, but I'm still like, like I don't want to read this now.
Yeah.
And yeah, like
definitely.
I definitely, it makes me think of with dancing, since I've done like some dance auditions, and sometimes I'm like, it's hard for me to believe in myself, like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get on the team, and I'm thinking about the choreography they're showing us, and sometimes it's hard, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, and they're going really fast, and so like, I think that's what makes or breaks me having a good audition in my mind, is that like, if like it's hard, then I'm like, okay, I don't want to try anymore, and I just do it, like I give up at the beginning of it, then I don't think I had done my best, but then if I keep going and like believe in myself, then I feel better about the audition, I think. So that's
for sure.
what's in my mind.
Cool. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, the one that, it's kind of dumb, but the one that I thought of was, I really like playing ping pong, and like I am pretty good at it. Like I usually win, and we had like at a family reunion a couple years ago, we had like this tournament, and I was beating most of my family members in the tournament. Well, I was beating like all of them, and then there was like one that I hadn't played my uncle yet, and anyways, and so I was like, I like really built myself up. Like I was like, wow, I'm so good at this. Like I've been beating everyone. And then I heard that my uncle was super good and that he'd probably like beat me. And I didn't want to lose because like I was like, I've been doing so good and I'm like the best one so far, so I don't want to like risk losing. So I just wanted to quit because I didn't want to lose. Anyways, and I ended up playing him and he beat me, and it like totally ruined I was like, I suck at ping pong. I'm like, really bad. Anyways, so yeah. So I think I liked your example better, but
Definitely, yeah. It's hard not to compare ourselves, and like I always try to remember, and like people tell me, like there's always like not to be like undermining, but like there's always gonna be someone better than you at something, and like, but that's a good thing too, because it's like a drive for improvement, like, and like we can take it either fixed mindset and like, oh, I can't do this, so I'm just gonna like, I can't be better than them, or like growth mindset, I'm gonna beat them,
Yeah, for sure. That's true.
I liked your example, that was good.
Thanks. All right, the next question. Discuss your opinions of the following questions. So, do you engage in activity solely for the end result while suffering along the way?
Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. Um, Sometimes I feel like I do that. Like, we have goals, um, but sometimes we don't have like a plan for them. Uh, but it's mostly like when, hmm, sorry.
That's
So, like when we have a result in mind, like, like I want to get a good grade in this class. Like, sometimes I feel like the work becomes more like I have to do this, and so then I enjoy it less. Instead of keeping the mindset of like I really want to learn this because this is what I want to become and like be excited about it. And that's what's hard for me sometimes is when I just need to get it done. Sometimes because of time, you're forced to just need to get it done, and then sometimes I hate that because it becomes like mm, frustrating and not as enjoyable. So that's what I think about that
yeah.
question. What do you think?
Um, so the thing I thought of was being pregnant. Because I was just, anyways, I'm pregnant and it's been like super hard. Like it's not fun
Oh,
at all. But well, it's better now. But
that's
anyways, this is kind of rough. But like the end result will be super great, like having a baby. And so, but it's something I've kind of suffered through. But lately, I've been trying to like change my mindset and be like, this is cool. Like I have a baby in my tummy. Like it's like I
yeah,
should be enjoying this time and like appreciating and just kind of enjoying the time I have with my husband before we have like a baby.
yeah.
Anyways, but instead I'm just like, I just want to get this over with and have my baby. But yeah, so yeah,
That's
so I feel like I need to change my mindset and learn to like enjoy every day, like take it one day at a time and not be so concerned about like getting it over with.
yeah, definitely. That is something I think I focus on a lot because, like, sometimes it's hard for me to live in the moment. I'm always, like, thinking about the next thing that, is going to happen and, like,
Yeah,
looking forward to that when I feel like in the moment I should be enjoying now. So, like,
yeah, for sure. I'm the same way.
so yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. Um, okay. Do you want to move to the next question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Do you quit if it seems you aren't going to see the end result or outcome? Or should we just move on to question 3?
Um, if you want to.
Either way, are we? I guess we can just go through.
Are you okay if we just go through? Should we continue through the questions on number 2, or maybe we kind of talked about? Um,
Uh, yeah, I guess we could just go through the next one too. I don't know.
okay, we could do the second one, and then we can just go to number 3.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, do you quit if it seems you aren't going to see the end result or outcome? Uh, yeah, for that one I said sometimes, like sometimes it is, and like one thing I thought of was like it's bad, but like studying my scriptures can be hard because like you do it every day, but like sometimes it's hard to see the blessings that come from that, and it kind of seems like it's not making a difference.
Yeah.
And so it's like, like why am I doing this? Why am I putting so much effort into this if it's not like making a difference? So
Hmm.
I don't know. So that's what I thought of. But I guess with that, like you just kind of have to like persevere and know that it is making a difference, even though like I might not realize it. I don't know.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, like I think with me there, I feel like sometimes I, like, I just want to give up on it. And I think there's some things that I've just given up on, but like there's other things that like yeah, it feels like I'm not making as much progress as I want, or like it's yeah, it's slow and like I don't believe in myself enough in it. But there's some things that I just I guess keep going with because like dance is as an example, dancing. Like I really want to get on the teams here, and I've auditioned a bunch of times, and it's like I've never gotten on, and so
Mm-hmm.
but it feels frustrating. But I know that if I keep going, that I think I can get it. So at
Yeah.
least I can try before my time is up here at college. And if I didn't, then maybe I wasn't meant to. I don't know, or like yeah. So I guess that's what I think of. But
Cool. Is that at BYU Idaho? The dance team?
yeah,
Cool. Okay.
you. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What?
Oh wait,
That
say some.
better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
It was
sorry.
very muffled for a second.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
think that I set my computer down, like the speaker was covered.
Oh, okay. Are you in Rexburg?
No, I'm in Provo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my husband's at BYU, so.
That's cool. Cool.
Um, okay. So, question 3. Discuss the following statements and whether or not you agree with them. You are a certain kind of person, and there's not much that can be done to really change that.
Hmm,
Um,
that's a
the
hard one.
this one.
Um, I think I've kind of thought about this lately. I think, well, with knowing about the gospel, I know that you can change yourself. In a lot of ways, you can change. But then sometimes at the same time, I feel like in general, people are going to be, no matter how much change they go through, there are some things that will still be the same about them. And I'm not saying you can't change those things, but I feel like sometimes we just have, like a general personality that's going to stay with us. And I guess that's part of our uniqueness and how God made us and wants us to be. So that's like a hard question. I don't know what side I'm on. I'm kind of like in the middle. So,
Yeah, yeah, I would say that, like, or I guess how I feel is like we are unique. Like, we each have, like, things that make us unique, but, like,
mhm,
we can, or we all have, like, talents and, like, different qualities that, like, make us who we are, but we can change by, like deciding or like becoming better or like deciding whether or not to like improve those talents or yeah, I don't know. I feel like we can change to become better,
mhm,
but like we'll still always be like who we are, I
yeah,
guess.
mhm,
I don't know.
yeah, it's hard. 'Cause, yeah, I think we keep our personality mostly, and we should keep our personality because that's how we're made, or like that's how God. I think that's how God wants us to be. But at the same time, He also wants us to improve. And I think, like, I don't know the line, but I feel like there's just like a line of like certain things that He wants us to improve on, or things that we can improve. Like He wants us to develop talents. He wants us to develop talents, and He wants us to improve who we are and repent and change. So
Yeah,
that's a hard statement.
yeah,
It's very debatable.
yeah, definitely. um,
Should
yeah,
you? Sorry. Go ahead.
oh, you're good. I was just looking at like a lot of these are kind of similar,
Okay.
but yeah, we can keep going through them.
Okay. Or yeah, we can pick one or two more or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the instructions it says to like pick two. I think.
Oh.
Um, I don't know, but I mean, we can just keep going through them if you want.
Let's just two or more. Okay. Yeah. Or we can, yeah. If you're fine with that, we can go through the rest of them maybe
Wait, what was
quickly.
that?
Sorry. If you're fine with that, we could go through the rest of them
Okay.
quickly. And if we have any other like insights at the end from our notes or whatever,
Okay,
and
cool.
then whatever length of time it was, it's fine.
Okay.
So
So just keep going through them.
yeah, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Um, let's see. It's the second one. Yeah, the second one says, no matter what kind of person you are, you can always change substantially. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been talking about.
Yeah, this one was hard for me to
Mm-hmm.
answer. Cause like, yeah, I think we can always change substantially. Like we can always
Mm-hmm.
become better. Like be the people. Like become better people and like change in that way and like develop new talents and stuff. But I feel like who like who we are, well, or like our spirits or like the
Yeah,
talents and special qualities we were born with, like I feel like those will always
be part of it.
stay, kind of. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I was just thinking, like, Heavenly Father wants us to change and become better, and He wants us. I mean, one of our goals. I mean, that's the purpose of this life is to improve and to become more like Him. And of course, God is perfect, and so we're striving to become perfect. And so, whatever we need to do to change whatever we are is that's also hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, just changing what I think Heavenly Father wants us to change to become more like Him. But yeah, like again, I think that like developing Christ-like attributes is kind of separate from our personality. Kind of like it's part of our personality, but it's separate from like our talents and things we were born with. So
Yeah, it
yeah.
definitely makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah. Are you ready? Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, okay, you can do things differently, but important parts of who you are can't be changed.
Mm, this is kind of what I said earlier.
Uh-huh.
Like my yeah, like I thought about this lately, and I think my parents have said, just kind of like with dating, like they're like, okay, like a person can change, but like sometimes, like it sounds negative, but sometimes in general, like I feel like people are, who they are, and they'll stay kind of that way. Again, more personality than rather changing things that need to be changed about themselves.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree. When I looked at this question, I was thinking about like in the scriptures, Saul like changing to Paul, like when he was like converted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, anyways, and like he was really passionate, like when he was Saul or whatever, he was like really passionate about like being against the gospel and like teaching against it. And then when he like heard Heavenly Father's voice, or I can't remember exactly what happened, but when he was like converted to Paul, then like he still had that same passion and like drive. He just like used it for good and to like share the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like his mindset changed, but he just used like his qualities and like talents for good rather than for bad. I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm. That's a good point. Um, yeah, like to, yeah, yeah. Since the last point is kind of the same thing as all the others, do you want to skip it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, okay, then number 4 says, what doctrines and principles, if understood through the Spirit, would help someone move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset?
For this, I just wrote, I think realizing and understanding that Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ are the only perfect people and that there's always room for us to improve, like, might help us to have a growth mindset. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if we didn't have to better ourselves or improve, and if we were like perfect to begin with, then like the atonement wouldn't really have been necessary. Like, we wouldn't have needed the atonement. So I just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think that the gospel is just all about growth. And so I feel like because um, being in the gospel, we kind of, our minds have been trained to a growth mindset because the whole point of the gospel and why we go to church and what we hear at church is to improve ourselves. And I think the gospel helps us in testimony of knowing that we can grow and improve. And it helped us get over that fixed mindset of like, oh, this is how I am and I can't do anything about it. And I wonder if people who aren't members of our church, if they feel that way. Like, I feel like life would just be so negative and like frustrating. But yeah, I think the gospel does a great job of helping us to keep a growth perspective.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder, yeah, if other religions are,
Yeah, like what they think if we're just who we are is who we are. We can't change.
yeah, like, yeah, yeah, that's a good
That
question.
yeah, like that would just be so sad. Like I'm glad that we can grow and improve because, like I said in the reading multiple times, like I think a growth mindset brings so much joy. Like it sounds weird with like like putting in so much effort and hard work and is like that sounds like terrible, but like really like sometimes the hard work is enjoyable, sometimes it's not, and like especially the end result and what results from the hard work can make you happy. So otherwise, not knowing you can just being like, oh, I can't improve, like yeah,
Yeah,
there's no happiness in that.
yeah, then we're just kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like other religions don't have the atonement and stuff, or they don't believe in like the celestial kingdom. Like they kind of feel like they're all going to be saved.
Yeah,
So there's no point in progressing or improving. Yeah.
yeah, or they think maybe some think they're okay the way they are and will be saved that way, and
Mhm.
maybe they will, maybe they're good people, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many deep questions.
I know. Yeah, that was a good question.
Good topic. Yeah. um okay, let's see, the last one. Think about someone who's skilled in the growth mindset, someone who understands that important qualities can be cultivated. Think about the ways they confront obstacles. Think about the things they do to stretch themselves. What are some ways you might like to change or stretch yourself? Hmm. Hmm.
For this one, I thought of my brother. His name's Taylor, and he just lives down the road. He's at BYU too in Provo, but um, he like is always um, Yeah, I feel like he's always stretching himself. Like when the prophets ask us to do something like with the new Come Follow Me program, like, um, anyways, he's been like really good at doing that and has like made breakfast for his roommates and his FHE siblings, like
Mm.
so that they can all do it together each week, which I think is cool. And then he like works in the temple every week and he's like a full-time student and he like volunteers with this like volunteer program called Gym Kids on campus every week. And he like just decided to try out for a play at BYU, and got got one of the roles. And he's never been in a play or anything like that, but he just wanted to try it out.
That's cool.
So yeah, I feel like it's just kind of random, but he's like always taking on more things and like wanting to learn more and like do more, which I think is cool. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
I thought of him.
That's really cool. Um, I I think I've seen a lot of people, but like one of my friends, like last semester and like this semester, but he did so much, like classes and work and all that, and was always busy. And I was like, "You're crazy," and I like, "How do you do that?" And he like told me, like I put so much stuff in my schedule to help me like manage my time because it forces you to. And like I thought that was really cool. And like, yeah, you're super busy, but like I think it's like feels good to be productive and like to stretch yourself to put so much, like I guess I don't know, maybe it sounds bad to force yourself to do that, but like kind of like force yourself to stretch his abilities and
Mm-hmm.
just I think there were some hard times, but like I think he got through it. I mean, there might have been one class that failed maybe, but like yeah, so it's cool. It's,
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, and if you're like busy all the time, then like it doesn't leave time for like
sitting around,
yeah, like watching Netflix or
yeah. I mean,
whatever.
sometimes you need that, but like
Yeah.
definitely don't like to like if I spend too much time on like I think it's different for different people, but sometimes I feel like if I spend too much time on like TV or like my phone, I'm like I feel guilty and I'm like I need to go do something more productive.
Yeah.
But like, but
Yeah.
it's also like nice to just every once in a while just like watch stuff and relax because that is
Yeah.
a stress reliever sometimes. And yeah, um, I think more with this question where it's going, um, more with like changing and stretching yourself, and I think it's good to challenge yourself to do more challenging things and not just stay put with like who you are, like and not just do easy things, kind of like with the fixed mindset, like oh if I'm good at this, I should just keep at this level and like yeah, and I've been in like last semester. It makes me think of last semester I was on a yeah, like just a not it's a different dance team, not like the dance teams in BYU Idaho, but like a side ballroom team. And there's like a higher team and a lower team within that, and I just felt like I was in the lower team, but I felt like I wasn't being challenged, and like that was hard for me because like I felt like I didn't improve as much, and so like I like it when something is it's not too hard, but it's not too easy, and so that's when I feel like I improve and grow, and I think I've had a lot of dance classes like that lately, and feel like I've improved because of that, and it feels good to improve, of course, and so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool that you do dance. What kind of dance do you do?
Um, so I did mostly ballet when I was younger, but when I got to college, I kind of got more into ballroom and modern. So mainly ballroom right now is like my favorite. So
That's
I'm trying
awesome.
to improve in that and hopefully get on the dance teams.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
That's cool. I wish I was a dancer. But I'm like way too uncoordinated for that or like anyways.
What do you like to do? Like what do you play a musical instrument or anything like that?
Yeah, I always played soccer growing up.
Well,
Like, yeah, in high school I played soccer. I did ballroom. I really wanted to do dance, and I took ballroom dance for a year when I was in fifth grade.
that's cool.
And yeah, I actually took it with my husband. Like, we
Hmm.
were like, I think I was 10 and he was like 12, and we took
That's
it
so
together.
cool.
But I was really bad. Like, my body just can't move in that way, I guess. Like, I don't know. I just don't have, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm better at soccer or, like,
See, I'm not good at soccer.
really.
Like, I mean, I guess I consider dance a sport a little bit, but like
Oh,
any
yeah,
other
sure.
sport, any other sport, I feel like I'm terrible at. Like basketball, soccer, I was not good at track.
Yeah, I like sports. I like basketball a lot. I'm not very good, but yeah, that's funny. Yeah, and I just like have never been flexible enough to do dance. Like I'm just not flexible at all.
Flexibility is hard, and honestly, I think almost that you like it helps to start at a younger age with flexibility. But I've worked a long time to get like my splits,
Uh-huh.
just yeah. But um,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool. I know. I like. Yeah, we're having a girl, and like, and I'm like, I told my husband, I was like, okay, we need to start her in dance when she's like
Yes.
3 or something. I don't know how young you can start, but maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Yeah, because I always wished my parents would have done that with me. But
Yeah, do it. That'd be cool.
yeah, for sure.
So, do they have at BYU there? Do they have like social dance classes? Like those are ballroom, but like
Mhm.
those are
Yeah, I haven't taken any, but I know my husband like his first semester. I think before his mission, he took like a social dance class or like a ballroom dance class or something with his sister.
cool.
Yeah, so I think they do have them.
That's cool. Yeah, I was just wondering since we have some here, there's like the beginning level and then intermediate. So, and then
Yeah,
that's as far as it goes. But I
yeah,
guess social dance is different from because then there's the ballroom technique classes. So those are social dance and technique of course are different. So maybe that's why they don't go up as high as the technique classes. Yeah.
yeah. Maybe. Sorry, I can't. I didn't hear that very well.
Oh, that's okay. But yeah. Okay. Um, anything else?
Um.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, or are you good?
Yeah. I think I'm okay. Wait, I
Okay.
went over all the questions.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
anything you wanted to add?
Um, I don't. I just don't have anything specific because, like, just really liked the mindset chapters of that book. It was just so. I learned a lot about myself, and like, it was really cool. And it was hard not to take so many notes because it was so good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really good. Um, yeah, I thought it was interesting how they talked about, like, yeah, just like I never thought about how praising a child could be a bad thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I just thought that was so interesting, and like how like the different ways you praise a child makes such a difference. Like by saying like, "Oh, you're so smart," or like, "Oh, like you worked so hard and you put so much effort into this." Um,
Hmm.
yeah, so I just feel like that's good to know
Yeah.
for a parent or yeah,
Or just a teacher. Yeah.
yeah, teacher
Um,
for sure.
yeah. I kind of like. I feel bad. But I kind of thought about my brother with this. I feel like he has a fixed mindset a little bit because he and I think that I haven't helped with this either. But like I did not get a like. I got like a 25 on the ACT.
Uh-huh.
He got like a 35. You know, and
Wow.
I was like, we just, something like that. I was like, he's just very intelligent, and
Uh-huh.
he knows it. And I think it sometimes gets to his head a little bit because his grades suffer because I don't think he puts in the work sometimes. Just didn't study like I did to get the good grades that I got. You know.
Yeah.
So like I almost just want to like help him and tell him to read these things that we're learning. But
Yeah.
and maybe, like I know there's times I've been like so smart, and like other kids at school, probably said, "Oh, you're so smart," and like I never thought twice about that being a bad thing, to say.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that was interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, because he has so much potential because he's so smart. He could do
Yeah.
so many like great things.
Hmm. Yeah.
Good.
Um, yeah, and it just kind of honestly makes me a little mad because, well, he like pulls out good grades at the end of the semester, just like whoops it out.
Uh,
And like I just worked like all semester long each year of high school to get the good grades I got, But
yeah,
he takes tests without studying, and I studied so hard for so many tests, and it's just funny.
yeah,
But
yeah. I can. Yeah, it's funny you talking about that reminds me of my little sister because I'm 21 and she's 18,
mhm.
but she like yeah, she was so smart. I think she got a 35 too, and I think I did worse than you did. I got like low 20s on my ACT. And anyway, she like I had to study so hard to get good grades and like it just comes so easily to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't apply to BYU, but I like don't think I would have gotten in probably like my score. But anyway, she like didn't even try and she graduated a year early and like she's at BYU now. It's just like
Yeah. I yeah, I applied to BYU and I did not get in, which was frustrating. And
yeah.
I think they looked at the ACT score, but because otherwise I had, really good grades in high school, and I just feel like your grades reflect a lot more of
Yeah.
who you are and as a good student to accept than like the test. Because some people like me just, and sounds like maybe you just don't do good on standardized tests.
Yeah, I always feel that on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. But I
Um,
can work really hard.
yeah,
Do and
that's
like get good grades.
something. Yeah, like I think that's something I'm happy about is that I've learned to work hard, even if I don't feel like I'm as smart as my brother. I feel
Yeah.
like I want for him to learn. I don't think he's quite learned how to work hard, and I want for him with that because it does bring a lot of joy. I think, like, just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely brings a lot of fulfillment
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah. I think we've got like 2 more minutes, so maybe we could talk.
Okay. Wait, is your brother younger than you or older than you?
He's younger.
Okay.
He will graduate high school this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's 17. Yeah,
Is he going to BYU Idaho or BYU or does he know?
I think he's going to go to BYU Idaho.
Cool.
Um, he's crazy and applying to Harvard.
Oh,
But my dad has kind of said that he thinks it's just kind of his own ego. He just wants to he got in and probably not go there because it's. My dad said, it's expensive, and my dad could pay it, but he doesn't. No one wants to pay that much.
yeah.
So I
No.
think he will go to BYU Idaho, or he'll at least start out here and then maybe go on to Provo or Harvard. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah,
So I
Harvard's
never even, yeah, I like never even thought to apply to Harvard.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his ACT score that a lot of, I think he's gotten a lot of colleges being like, hey, apply because of the ACT score. Maybe I think
Yeah.
that could be possible. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a super good ACT score.
yeah,
Isn't perfect like 36?
I think so. I was like, how do you do that?
I know.
Like, you're crazy.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think one more thing that I had written here
Uh-huh.
that was cool, and I think it was a pretty solid point that they often mentioned in the reading, but like fixed mindset people think that success equals you're smart, but failure means you're dumb. And that's interesting.
Wait, what was that last thing you said?
Sorry, that the fixed mindset success means you're people think success means you're smart and failure means you're dumb.
Oh,
And I thought that was really interesting. I guess I don't think that way quite, but yeah, I guess when you fail, you feel discouraged, and I think it can lead some people to think, oh, I'm just not good, or I don't think about how they can be good, and maybe they didn't put in the effort yet, and they need to. So
yeah, for sure. But I feel like failing definitely doesn't mean you're
yeah,
dumb. Like at least you're trying. Like
yeah,
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I don't know how. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. I would be discouraged with failure, but I wouldn't think, oh, I'm just dumb.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, like instead we should use our failure as like motivation, like
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I need to go. So,
Okay.
are you good?
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, I'll email the teacher too and ask her.
Okay. Yeah, because she might need to separate us both out into a different group or something, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
yeah, that was a good discussion.
Yeah. Thanks. It was fun talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.